It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Titans on Sunday night.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're brought out by a guy who's become something of a journeyman. He's played for 5 teams across the last 6 seasons. The well-traveled Teddy Bridgewater.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. The tackle there by Ben Neiman. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders down for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Henry. Nice little juke. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Titans come in with 2 wins on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Henry up the middle. He's got it to the 43 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Henry running right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Akers, he coughs it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And some room to work. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 24 now, here's second down and a yard. They'll try to throw here now, Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll drop the throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A shot downfield for Burks. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Mostert now to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Levis back to throw. A shot downfield for Burks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Bridgewater on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Bridgewater now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Play fake. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
A second down throw from Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
is interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They do go for it. Here's Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line. At the end of the
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Treylon Burks, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So it winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down.
First down, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. First target, first catch, and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis running the crossing route. It's Beasley with a catch.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Levis to throw once more.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Levis to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
It's now 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll go again here with Akers.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.